What's up guys, this is Steve for Android at Night, and today I'm going to be running you through my top 10 apps for September 2016. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. The first app on this list is Action Launcher 3. Now this has been recently updated, so you can see if you scroll up from the bottom here, you've got the Nougat styled app drawer, you've got a search bar at the top, and you've got your 4 most used apps at the top as well. There are also these 2 new widgets, which is a Google search sort of button or bean widget and a date widget. This will allow you to get the Android N feel on your phone really easily if you are using Action Launcher 3. Next up we have Hermit. This is an app which will let you turn any website into an app on your phone. So you can see here I've got Facebook and the Edinburgh Fringe page, which I actually need to delete. These are super easy to create. You just hit the plus icon at the bottom here and you've got a load of suggested ones, and you can add your own URL as well. You can then add these to your home screen. So for example, I've got a Facebook one here, and if I tap that, it will take me into my Facebook as a web app. As you can see, it looks pretty much like a Material UI application. You've got a bar over here, you can jump to all your different light apps. This is just a much lighter, much more battery-friendly version of Facebook. I no longer use the official app as it absolutely hammers your battery and also uses a lot of data. Next up we have Automate. This is one of my favorite automation apps on the Play Store because it is pretty easy to use and there's something less of a learning curve than a lot of the other versions out there. So you can see I've got a bunch of different flows installed at the moment. This one at the top reads out information when your alarm goes off in the morning. You get the weather, any calendar updates, things like that. The one beneath this gets rid of that annoying bug with the Twilight screen filter app, which will mean you can't install apps if Twilight is running. This will make it so that on the installation page, Twilight isn't running. I have then a couple of protection tools, including one here called Intruder Photo. This means that whenever someone tries to put code into your phone, if they get it wrong, it will take a photo of the intruder with a front-facing camera and email it to me, which is pretty useful. And I then also have one at the bottom here, which means I can text "wake me up" to my phone and it will turn off silent mode. So if I have lost it, I can always go ahead and call my phone to find it again. So if you want to find more flows, you can go ahead and click in here. And you can see there are a bunch of different categories. So for example, we're going to jump into business. So you can see at the top here, we've got that remove silent mode via SMS. You've got one that turns the sound off at night, change song with your volume buttons. You can really do whatever you want with this application, and you can go ahead and make your own flows as well. Next up we have Alarmy, which is my favorite alarm app at the moment. The reason I really love it is there are a bunch of different options you can use to actually turn the alarm off in the morning, and the one I have it set to is take a picture. This means that in the morning I have to go to my bathroom and take a photo of the sink. If I don't do this, the alarm won't turn off. So this actually forces you to get out of bed in the morning, and there are a couple of other options as well. You can have it so you have to scan a barcode or a QR code, and you can also do a maths problem to turn the alarm off in the morning. Next up we have Wallrey, which is a new wallpaper app that I've been using a lot recently. It sort of focuses more on photography rather than graphic design or anything like that, which some other wallpaper apps do focus on. But you've got all the features you'd expect. You've got different collections and categories. So for example, you've got fire, beach life, snow, dark and stormy. So you can see there's a huge bunch of these different categories. We'll just jump into walls. And you can see you got loads of different types of graffiti and sort of urban art. If you find one you like, you can go ahead and click on it, and then you've got 2 options at the top here. You can save it to your device or you can set it straight as a wallpaper, and then the third option is of course to share it. Next up is Navbar Apps, and this is a really cool, powerful application which doesn't actually require root but allows you to mess around with your navigation buttons. So there's a couple of different options. This one here gives you dynamic colors, so depending on which app you are in, your navbar will change color. So for example, if I go into Spotify, you can see it turns green, or if I go into YouTube, it turns red. You can also go ahead and just choose a static color, which you can completely customize. Then also you have the option to show your battery as a bar along the bottom. So as your battery depletes, this bar moves down along your navigation bar. And you can also choose to have a picture as well. And there are a bunch of different ones to choose from. So you got stuff like stripes, Nyan cat, camo of a couple of different types, sort of a Mario styled one. You get the idea, and there's a real nice option at the top here which allows you to disable it when the navigation bar is transparent. So for example, in your launcher, you can make it turn off. Then if you jump into Chrome, it will turn back on again. Next up, we have Opera VPN, which is my new favorite VPN client for Android. I don't use VPNs all that much, but when I do, this is the one I am now using. It's really, really simple. Just go ahead and click connect, and you'll see a little Viking dude chilling with his teddy and a cup of something. And there you go. So it's now fooling the internet into thinking that my phone is based in the Netherlands, and you can just really easily change region with a click. Also built into this is a Wi-Fi security scanner, so you can test the Wi-Fi you're on and check that it's secure. There is also a Guardian feature, which will stop ad trackers from tracking you online, and this is really useful if you are on a public Wi-Fi network or something like that. It just gives you an extra layer of security. Next up, we have 7 AdClear, which is one of the most popular apps on the XDA developer forums. This is an ad blocker, and it's probably the most powerful ad blocker for Android. It works by setting up a VPN on your phone, so adverts just do not appear on your phone at all. You can go into games, applications, and they just will not show. It's a really, really powerful app. Next on this list, we have Prisma, which is an app which will turn your photos into paintings. So I am just going to take a quick photo. And then along the bottom here, you've got different types of filter. So we set Aviate. These filters aren't going to be for everyone, but if you want to create that canvas effect, and it really does nicely in generating artificial brush strokes, then this really is the best app I've found for making photos look like paintings. And you can go ahead and share stuff either to Instagram, you can download it or share to any other app. And finally on this list, we have Rippple. Now, if you follow this channel on a regular basis, you know I often use GIFs as my wallpaper, and this is generally where I've been getting them from. You can go in and type anything you want, so wallpaper GIF, for example, and you'll see you get a bunch of them. Actually, if you search wallpaper, you tend to get actual demonstrations of wallpapers. So let's search black GIF. Now, these work best as a wallpaper if they are just an image on a black background or a singular background, because then you can set it in the center of your screen and you don't lose quite so much resolution. So this looks pretty nice. We're going to go ahead and download it here. And then once that's downloaded, I'm going to use GIF Live Wallpaper to set it. And there you go. You've got a really cool GIF on your home screen. Once you found something you like, you can go ahead and like it. You can share it. You can also save it to something called a bucket. This is basically like a collection that you can make yourself. And you can also comment and talk to the artist who's created the artwork directly. So there you are, guys. Those are my top 10 apps for September 2016. Let me know in the comments below which apps you have been using this month. Please like this video if you've enjoyed it. Please also go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. That really does help. You can follow me on all my social media things with the links in the description. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.